I'm representing Sam here, and I want to talk about him and as your real estate agent. And so, when did you know that you actually had a found the right agent with Sam?
So the way that I got met Sam was I was working with a different realtor, and I went to the open house that Sam was having, and and by that time I probably saw 50 to 100 houses, somewhere like that. And I just like how no frivol he was. I mean, he was very straight up, and I really, really appreciated that. And so that's how I thought that this is when I reached out to him initially. And then a couple of weeks later, I was having dinner with a friend of mine, and I was talking to her about how many uh, offers we made and we got outbidden. And she said, well, you should meet this realtor. And she gives me Sam's name. I said, oh my God, I just called him. And so it was just serendipitous that she also spoke very highly of him. And this is how, so, and now kids go to the same school. So this is how we connected. The
Awesome.
level of confidence that he had was something that I have not seen before. I was very impressed because basically he said, give me 6 to 8 months and I will find your house. And within 8 months, he found us a house. And the other thing that I really liked about him, he was he told us what were the good offers and what were the bad offers. He did not push us to make a higher offer than he thought this house was worth it. He told me to cap it at this price and do not go over the amount that he indicated. And he was managing our money like he would manage his money, and that was very unusual.
And then during the transaction, how was the communication
Oh, he was
during
absolutely
the whole?
superb. So I'm a very prickly person. I'm very um, OCD, and especially when it comes to matters like that. And he was equally OCD, and he understood my frustrations. He understood my worries. He was very responsible and responsive to my calls, but most of all, he was realistic, and he kind of did not get ahead of myself, or he said like, this is what's going to happen, so pace yourself, this is what I'm going to be doing, we'll get to that point. And so he was like navigator and very good about that.
So he was always like one or two steps ahead of you, knowing
Yeah,
what's going to happen in the
exactly,
process.
exactly.
When did you buy this house with Sam?
So it was interesting because there were 20 offers on the house, and he was able to negotiate on our behalf, and we got the house even though we were not the highest offer. So that was really magic. And I think the reason why it happened because Sam knows the area, and Sam knows people, and his connections work for us. I think the best thing about Sam, how human he is, and how being a realtor and buying and selling houses, I think it's only one part of him. I feel that he is doing it to help people out, not necessarily just to make money. And I think that what sets him apart, that he is doing it because he wants people to enjoy their life and be better. And, that is the joy that it brings him and brings people who work with him. And I really appreciate that about him.
Awesome. Yeah, no, that's what keeps people in the business too, is that they're passionate about what they do. It's not a thing that they just fell
It's not a
into. It's
transaction.
something.
Yeah, it's not a transaction. It's a relationship, and he really uh, puts the best into it, and he deserves whatever he it brings him. Yeah.